go. Yep, I think we might be live. What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? I got a special guest for you tonight, folks. But in the meantime, let's just check, make sure the stream's running. So,
that's
we gotta check first. We gotta check first. Yeah, but I got a treat for you guys. If you guys are awake, we'll see. So, hold up. All right, let's see. How's it sound on your end, man?
It's sounding good. I see it. It's gone live on YouTube right now. I see
cool.
kind of opening up.
Holy shit, we got like a super VIP today, folks.
No.
Yeah.
You need some sort of like name on your desk, actually. That like
I do.
That's a very plain desk.
It is an extremely plain. This is an extremely plain desk. I haven't gotten. I'm still drawing it. I'm still drawing it. So I'll get around to it. So.
Okay, cool.
We're working on it. So yeah, man. Let's see if anybody's up. So
I don't think anybody is. It's two people are watching the stream right now, so that's me and you.
That's right. Well, I guess I won't need your name card then. Like,
yeah, right. We already know what's going on here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, folks. It's Akasan. He's up here. How you doing, Akasan? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh, my pleasure.
At the brown table.
Yeah, the brown table. Oh, dude, I like that. That's a good name. That's a good. The brown table.
Yeah.
You see, look.
You are a brown teddy bear. Oh, we already lost a viewer, and that's now we're at one person watching. That's either you or me.
Dude, I know what's gonna happen as soon as we every time I'm about to sign off. Everyone starts flooding in. It's like they can sense it. So
pretty much.
You know what? I'm gonna tweet out something too. Let me see. I doubt it. But
we need some Japanese people in here.
I know, right? No. But the problem is every time we get more Japanese viewers in here, they're complaining that they just want everyone to speak Japanese. So yeah, that's kind of the other reason why I stopped my other channel. It was kind of like, okay, look, people, I'm tired. I can't be speaking Japanese the whole time. So
got it. That makes sense. Yeah.
Cool. Mm-hmm. So what's new, man? What's going on with you, man? What's
not much, man. Just getting ready for to the beach in a few days. Hopefully, we don't get bombed by North Korea, but.
Dude, don't get me started. Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh my god. I mean,
speaking of Game of Thrones, I
know, right?
Yeah, power plays here.
Dude, we gotta get into this. You think we should get into this?
I mean, it is what it is, man. It is an interesting test, but no, I am a little worried because in the recent news, I was just reading the fact that Guam is locked and loaded, and over here in Japan, we're both me and wait, what are we calling you? What do we call you?
Brown, Tony.
Brown. Me and Mr. Brown. Me and Mr. Brown, Mr. Red and Mr. Brown are both living here in Japan. Japan is basically handing out these flyers of
Wait, you got flyers? Whoa.
They're handing out flyers
Holy
look,
shit.
It takes 14 minutes from North Korea to Guam.
Oh my god.
If you if you see the missile, don't look at it directly in the light. Don't stare directly at the missile because the light can actually blind you. They said take cover, 30-minute radius, a 30-mile radius, and there's something else. They said you have 15 seconds or so. Yeah, you have 30 seconds. They said you have 30 seconds to find some sort of cover from the time from the blast zone to when the actual effect. It takes about 30 seconds. They said.
Holy shit, dude!
That's some crazy stuff.
I'm gonna have to wear track shoes because look, I got a boogie. We're gonna be like, that's insane though. Did you ever think in your lifetime we'd have these kind of I thought that shit was over. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you mean war? No,
not war, but no, not war. I mean the whole duck and cover. You know, from the blast radius of nukes.
You know, I'm not. I didn't expect it to happen, but at the same time, I didn't expect it to happen, but I'm not surprised either. So I spend a lot of time on the military bases at least once a month or so in Yokosuka. So it's not, for me, it's actually something that I on a daily, not a daily, but monthly, I kind of see like these warships coming in and like submarines and everything, and it's kind of like it's always an issue or something that I'm always talking about, within a lot of the Red Dread Nation, our servicemen. So it is something that we talk about. One of my friends actually used to, well, he ordered things. He certain people needed certain inventory, and he would make sure it got to certain places.
Gotcha.
That's as far as he could tell me on what he did.
Right.
It was always just some sort of eventuality of like, okay, one day it might happen. And then I teach a lot of politics and economics at the same time with some of my students, and that's kind of an issue.
Right. You do a lot of teaching as well.
Yeah. Like every 8 years or so. I mean, war is good. War is good for the economy, for the American economy. And when you have a surplus of military funding, if if a good amount of your country's funding goes into military surplus and you're not using that surplus, that becomes kind of an issue when it becomes obsolete. So it is an issue where generally the far right president, generally a Republican president or so, is a little more open, I suppose, to utilizing military strength. So, and we have a particular pattern. Bush Sr., the Gulf War, then Clinton kind of took a No, I'm not. Am I not doing that right?
No. Yeah. That's right.
Right.
It was like Bush, then
Bush, Clinton. Yeah,
Bush.
Clinton. It was kind of ideally break. I mean, there was Bosnia though, but then Bush Jr. We had the Iraq invasion, and then Obama.
Right.
And then fixing up the Iraq invasion. Now we have Trump. So it generally is like a bit of a pendulum when it comes to this situation. So I'm not that surprised that we are where we are right now between North Korea and Trump.
It's funny you should mention that, because I do hear that it's like a cycle pretty much.
Yes.
They always say it's like a 8-year cycle of like some sort of conflict. So I mean, in theory we're due, but what worries me about this kind of this time around, it seems like everyone lost their shit. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of, like, usually I had the peace of mind that there were people in office that had a little bit more, it wasn't super, like if shit hit the fan, it wouldn't come down to bipartisan, red and blue only. It's like, okay, look, what's good for the country? You know what I mean? We don't want to be, they'll go to war or whatever, but if it's in our interest, you know what I mean? And there would be like some restraint if there had to be restraint. You know, I mean, but it just seems like no one's at the head. Like no one knows what they're doing right now. Honestly, that's what it feels like. That's what makes me nervous.
I could imagine. I understand this particular situation because, or what you're saying, because previously it was more of a structured sort of invasion, or we're going to liberate these people, or we're going to bring democracy. This one is just like
straight up
the dick swinging contest, basically.
Right.
It is, this is a conversation I was having with one of my students earlier today. Is the fact that North Korea, a lot of people have been emailing me and calling me, seeing if I'm okay or if am I going to be all right? Are you worried about North Korea? I'm like, Japan's been worried about North Korea for 40 something years. Like,
true, fair enough.
This is nothing new. This is just another day.
Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed.
North Korea has always been shooting missiles and such. It's just to the point now that it's piqued in interest. Like they finally have someone who is crazy enough to get into this sort of I mean, we're talking about a president in chief that watched a video of the Syrian gassing, flipped out, and decided to send some tomahawks to Syria.
Right, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Is like he doesn't know what's going on. You know what I mean? He finds it out from watching the news. Like, dude, you have intelligence. I mean, you have more than the news people, and you can. Oh God, that's what makes me nervous. Honestly, that's what makes me nervous.
Yeah, it's going to be a very knee-jerk sort of situation, but it is. But at the same time, in some fashion, I do think about the idea that North Korea has been talking a lot of shit they've been talking a lot of shit for
They've
40
been talking
years.
a lot
and,
of shit about 40
and
years.
it's kind of like, where do you think this is? Where do you think this is gonna end?
Right.
Basically, didn't work out. It didn't work so well for Iraq.
No,
Yes, I
didn't work
mean
for Libya either.
we're gonna
so
yeah. No, so we're gonna have sleeper agents, and you know, there will be terrorist attacks and such. But that city or that country, the horrors that will be unleashed upon both countries and everyone involved is not going to be pretty, because
what makes me nervous is like guys like Lindsey Graham talking about was like, we're just gonna bomb the shit out of him, but he's not thinking about how it affects the global economy as well. You know what I mean? Or not just global economy, but like, you know, us here in Japan. You know, this affects us. It's not just the U.S. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
no, I agree. Yeah. Well, that's why people. It's really easy for people to say, let's just bomb North Korea when it's a fight on somebody else's territory.
Right.
But if this was, for example, the idea I was making was like, let's just say Mexico had a military. I
like the idea of that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, you want a fucking war, senor? Like,
right?
A lot of those Trump supporters and a lot of those supporters don't tread on me might think a little differently about going to war when it's going to be on their own turf, where that's their home, basically. You know,
exactly.
A lot of these alt-right people and whatever are gonna start rethinking when they're gonna have to drop their tiki spear or tiki hut, whatever, and pick up an actual gun and get enlisted and defend their stuff. You know,
and there's all that talk of being a patriot. And stuff like that,
exactly. Yeah,
bullshit,
a lot of that. Exactly. A lot of that patriot talk is going to get really quieter.
It's going to get really quiet.
When you're going to be the one going
really
out there,
quiet.
you know? So it's interesting. It's an interesting situation. And coming full circle, it speaks loads upon the idea of, like Tyrion was saying in Game of Thrones.
Nice segue, sir. Nice.
Well,
very nice. Very nice.
You know, the unsullied fight for Daenerys, because they fight for her, where the Lannister men fight because they fear Cersei. So it's it's very
it's totally different. Yeah, it's like the basic thing. Like when there's an enemy insurgent, people will fight harder than if it's just they're conscripted. Is it conscripted? Is that the word? Conscripted soldiers. I forgot. There's a name for that. Anyway, never mind. But
exactly.
I don't know.
Oh, cool little transition there.
I know, right?
Images in the background.
Yeah, dude. Like, look, I'm gonna get this pretty lit. I'm gonna get this going on, man. Just.
Oh my God, those are semi. Not, I wouldn't say spoilers. So, do you actually watch the next time trailers on? With Game of Thrones?
Yes. Look, dude. I can't help it, dude. I'm sick.
Really?
I'm sick. I'm cracked out, man. I can't say no. I can't say no.
Really? That's great.
Dude.
See, personally,
but I'm okay with that.
Personally, I don't watch it. I don't watch the next time.
Better man than me.
Well, it's easier for me to piece together what's about to happen.
Okay.
Because I've been doing it's fine. No, you can play it if you want.
I got some the making of in the background too. So.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Like, the making of? Like, I hadn't watched the making of that final scene, but that was
dude,
really,
we can look at some of it back here. Check
really
this out. Boom.
See.
Check this out.
That is.
I can do this
cool.
now. Oh my God, dude!
I don't hear anything though.
Oh no! I took off the audio to make sure for copyrights.
Good idea.
But yeah, dude. Oh, dude.
Look at that. Yeah.
That last episode, man. I wanted to talk to somebody about this so bad. I was like, seriously, I was just like freaking out, man. I was just like, oh God, I got to talk to somebody, and I had nobody.
Really?
Yeah, I talked to Marco later about it, but oh my God, like, see, look, I have to say, I've been reading the books for actually before the series actually started, so I was all in right before, right? And I didn't know it'd be this good. So I don't know. This is my Lord of the Rings. I'll say that.
Nice.
But, so I'm all in. I'm super all in. So for me, now that the books have now that the series has gone past the books, now it's it's all new territory for me. So I don't know, like what's going on with Jon Snow. Like, you know, we didn't, like, with books left off, he just got stabbed, right? So we didn't know what's going to happen. You know, all the stuff about his possible lineage, we didn't know it yet. So right now it's just all gravy. So look, I've been waiting for like over 10 years, so like yeah, I'm cracked out, man. I can watch I can watch the spoilers, and it doesn't
really
fuck with me because like look, I'm gonna
awesome.
enjoy it.
No,
I'm gonna enjoy it anyway because like being here in Japan, it kind of made me because you know how we get shit late, right?
yes,
You know,
yes.
it's so hard to be on the internet and not get spoiled. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
like
true,
with
true.
thumbnails, just with thumbnails, man. Like, dude,
Yeah.
like the Savitar Flash thing. Holy shit, I was so pissed.
Really?
I was
Really?
so pissed. Oh yeah, dude. Oh god. So yeah.
See, but okay, here's the thing. Here's
Yeah,
you gotta when you're in the game for this long, you gotta Savitar, honestly, like people were really mad that people were ruining that on the internet, but you had a week. You had a week to know. Like they were running trailers saying next week we will finally know. So at that point in time, you gotta kind of just like Game of Thrones.
You gotta do it media fast.
Yeah, you are not even fast, but you just gotta drop it. You just gotta, I call it blackout, media blackout.
Yeah. I just call it a media fast. I guess it's the same thing. Yeah. So
that's basically how you got to do it. You got to be very careful about that. Like my biggest,
I try, dude. I try.
Like,
it's so hard.
Savitar, no, something similar got. You know what got ruined for me?
What was it?
Arrow. Who Prometheus?
Oh, which one? Oh, Prometheus.
I was so mad about
me too.
that.
Yeah, they got me with that.
And I was trying to avoid it. So I was trying to avoid it so much. But what ended up happening was it was somebody like some sort of Flash official show or something they uploaded the trailer for the next one, and it was in the thumbnail.
Oh, that's the worst.
And it was right when I was doing something. It was like I was looking for reactions for the Trinity to react to, and I was like, okay, let me just see what's in my sub feed real quick. And
I got you that way.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? And so I realized at that point, for anything else in the future, I'm never going to. I'm not even going to turn on the computer anymore. I'm going to go.
That's the only way nowadays. I swear to God, there's no way. I can block so many goddamn channels and I still get spoiled. So I'm just like, I just came to the point. I was like, look, dude, I wish I was as strong as you. Akasan, I swear to God, I wish I was strong because I tried, dude. Like I'll be on a crazy shoot and like I just pick up my phone. I might be going between locations and I'm in the back of the van or whatever, and I'm just like, oh, let me just see what's on YouTube real quick, you know. So like, I take out the thing and I'm like, oh, well, what's here, you know. And then next thing you know, boom, they get me. Yeah, bastards, and they fucked me over, dude. They fucked me over
so bad. You really gotta like do everything.
I get all angry.
Wow.
Sorry. So, sorry, I got demon voice. I'm sorry about that. You probably didn't know.
Cool. No, it's good. I
tried. Now I know.
Now you know.
Yeah, now you know.
I'm feeling better about that. Yeah, I'm about to see if I can get the Red Dread Nation in here. Still like one person watching right now. So two people now.
It's all good, man. Look, they probably sleep. They're probably like doing stuff. But dude, I have to say though, just sitting there chilling, talking with you, this is what I wanted for this show. Honestly speaking, this is what I want. You know, just two people just chatting it up. The animated Joe Rogan show.
As it should. Yeah.
So, but nah, dude. Oh man. See what I like about this, you know, you have like definite opinions about a lot of different things, and you know what you're talking about most of the time. So most people don't have, you know, opinions. You know what I mean? Think about that sounds bad. That sounds so bad when I say it like that. Like, you know, some people just don't have opinions. They don't have no. But I like the fact that you have your own view and you stick by it. You
regardless of the backlash that will happen sometimes.
Right. But you're opinionated, and that's what I wanted. I wanted like nice opinionated people to talk to and get their thoughts on a lot of different things, not only just geek culture but things like this. So but yeah, we'll get more people in the future once they find out what's going on.
I just posted right now on my own channel. I was trying out the Google whatever. Like you can just upload a photo. It's very weird.
What? Wait,
yeah,
what?
You can just upload a photo. Thing? Yeah, you can just upload a photo or create a slideshow, and it'll automatically do something and put some music for you and everything. Whoa, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, check out my channel. I just put it right now, now live streaming on
Kaiju Gojo. I would look at it, but if you see how many things I'm moving at the same time right now, I can't afford another limb.
It's all good. 4 people just checked it out, so maybe the numbers will start rising over here.
I know, right? So hey, look, let me get my demon voice. Rise.
Nice. I want to do something like that. That's cool. Like little.
Well, dude, we're gonna hook you up.
Yeah, I need a little switchboard there.
Yeah, dude. Like, here's what I was thinking. We'll talk afterwards. I got plans, man. I got plans.
No problem, man. No, actually, I'm looking at the dragon they were doing.
Yeah, dude. I got totally sidetracked about this episode. So
here we go. Here comes the Red Dreaded Nation. What up, guys? Now we're just talking about Game of
Thrones. Nice.
We just 4 people are now watching.
Yes. Cool.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Feel free to comment in the chats, guys, if you want. Yeah. We're testing something to see if eventually we can make something bigger and better.
Yeah. Actually, if some people in the Red Dreaded Nation, just type anything in the chat box. I just want to see if this chat is popping up. You know what I mean? Like when I get more things inside the chat box, then I can start displaying everyone's what they're saying.
Okay. So, yeah, you definitely need some little logo or something on the desk or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna hook it up. You know, I just need more. I just need more time. Anything.
There you go. Thank you to more for that anything.
Thank you. Yeah. So when it gets low enough, then I can pop up this thing over here, and then we can see all everyone's comments. So then we could take questions. You know what I mean, from the chat. Things like that.
That would definitely work.
But we just need a couple more, then we can. So usually on these live shows.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we just pop it in and out, and we just chat. So I'm kind of curious. Those in the Red Dreaded Nation, what did they think about the latest episode of Game of Thrones? Because I know I, for one, love the hell out of it. Oh my god, it was just, dude. They said they had for the whole season, they had 8 Daenerys dragon scenes or something like that was the most, and they had 20 something for this latest episode.
Really?
God damn, dude.
It was good. It was really. I mean, it was.
What did you think? I didn't ask you. Sorry. What did you think?
I mean, the scene. It was amazing. And that's the other thing. That's one of the reasons I don't like watching the trailers, because I had no idea that battle was coming. I had
really.
Yeah, I don't watch. I watched the season 7 trailer once, and that was it. Even in post, when I'm editing my reaction, I try not to watch the trailer again, because I really don't like. It's just really easy for me to piece. It's really easy for me to piece things together. So, especially the CW shows, I just stopped watching them altogether, the trailers, because I can generally piece out the beginning and the end of the show at this point, based on what I see in a trailer. Game of Thrones is a little more crafty sometimes, the way they put things together, like Christopher Nolan cuts together his trailers.
My thing just broke. Hold up. Sorry.
Okay.
My whole thing just broke, dude. Hold up. We're just talking. So let me try to see if I can get this thing running again. Sorry about that, man. But keep going.
Wow, look at that. Yeah, the desks and everything.
Everything's gone, dude.
Everything is gone.
Yeah, I told you, like I said, we're still working this shit out, man.
It's okay. It's all a test here.
Yeah. So hopefully I didn't destroy the stream. But yeah, man.
But yeah, but like I was saying, it was whatever it was alluding to. It was all good. I liked what they did with it, and I really had no idea what was coming. It was ready to go. When that battle came in, I was like, oh my god, it's about down. And then when Drogon growled, it just okay. When Drogon flew in, and I was just like, oh my god, it's PP Pan City time god. Right now.
It was so good. It was so damn good, man. I was like, oh yes. But oh man, it was badass. It was badass. But it just kind of made you because they say the Dothraki was kind of based on American Indians and Mongols, right?
It's kind of, I could see that. Yeah, they were even going like that.
Yeah. So it was kind of curious. I was really curious because in the last season we got a little bit of when the Dothraki raided the pyramid. You know what I mean? So we've never really up until this point seen the Dothraki kind of really attack. You know what I mean? In force. You know what I'm saying? So this was it was so good. They're just crushing him, just crushing him. But I did feel sorry for Tyrion. I mean, think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
Oh, I agree with you. I know exactly.
That shit was heavy, dude. That shit was heavy if you think about it. Because
people. Yeah.
That's his people, man. You know, even though they might not like him that much, but he still loves his country. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right, but I mean, and you know, that's his name. That's Lannister Army. That's the line getting taken down, basically.
I know, right?
It's scary. It's scary how and you really don't think about it until it's actually happening. Because I really never even thought about it. And Daenerys actually alluded to it a little bit, and that's the other thing I really like about these sort of things. Not watching the trailers or whatever is that it actually everything happens. Everything in the beginning of that episode alluded to what was going on. The fact that Daenerys snapped at him and was like, "You mean your family?" And you know, she starts putting things.
She's showing the dragon.
Yeah, exactly. But then there was another thing about being Jamie was putting the van with all the gold, basically, and Braun was talking about. No, they were talking about like all your debt and like the more you own, the heavier it gets, basically. And then he's like, "Is that why you always look like you have a stick up your ass?" Like, is all that fancy gold weighing you down? Is that what's going on?
Right.
And that's exactly what happened. Is when they fell when he fell into that mysteriously deep riverbed on the shallow end.
Oh my God, you're not. You're. Oh God, thank you. I'm so glad you brought that up. That makes no goddamn sense. That's my only complaint. That's my only complaint about this.
But he did get weighed down. He was getting weighed down.
Unless they have like a giant abyss right next to the shallow pool, that makes no sense.
I was reading into that. I was reading about that, and I think in theory, what somebody was saying is that particularly
looking forward to
this, like, and it kind of makes sense in some form or fashion. Because rivers can be fairly deep. Not everywhere, not all rivers, but you know, if I think about it, a good amount of rivers, a good amount of rivers, in certain areas can run really deep. They're usually really, like, if you think about it, the Amazon River. You know, like it's not that like. Still, I think it's kind of a stretch of your belief because that horse was right there, like
it was like right there, dude. It was like right there. I mean, but I get it. It's like there's that suspension of disbelief.
But, yeah, somebody said something like how in Westeros, like some of those rivers run really. Or something like that. I was like, okay, I guess, but
all right, fair enough. I mean,
that's
what they're saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Like we never know because I was this week I was actually doing a lot of research, and it's very interesting because if people actually have the time, they really should look up Game of Thrones. Like some of the fights they are talking about, like Aegon the Conqueror,
right,
the original. Because I just decided to, like, I was like, you know what, I can't sleep. Let me look up the entire history of the Targaryens and see where did all
shit. You could be up for like a week, dude.
Oh, it was crazy. No, it was crazy. Like there was a lot I had to read. Like it was really crazy to see how much I really had to read up on it. And there's a deep history. Like technically,
there is a rich history. This is why, like, it's basically there's like kind of like an essence of Tolkien in it with the deep backstory and history. Like there's like books upon books of worth of content that you could make just based on the history. So like
the whole how the Mad King became the Mad King is could be a story in itself. I mean, it is a story, but it's something that could be a TV show all on its own, basically.
Yeah, well, they got spin-offs on the way. So hey, I'm down. I'll be watching this.
The one that I always wanted, the one that I felt like they should make is actually Robert's Rebellion, because that's the one.
That's the one they said they're not going to do. They said they're not doing Robert's Rebellion, and they're not doing Duncan Egg. Have you read Duncan Egg? Have you heard about that?
No, what is Duncan Egg?
So it's one of his like novellas. Basically, Brianna Tarth, like she's actually related to Duncan the Tall. So it's kind of like a little bit of a tie up. But dude, yeah, dude, I'll hook you up. I'll give you some books on tape, and you can check it out. It's good
That's
stuff.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So it's good stuff.
But I could, but at this point, I could see him because the thing I wanted to know, like what I was hoping for, is to see HBO actually make a movie of Robert's Rebellion, and because
like a movie instead of like a long form thing, or like
because I thought that would be a perfect movie actually, Robert's Rebellion.
Yeah.
But mainly, I wanted to see what exactly Ned Stark did, but it was answered in the show, so it was kind of like, never mind.
I think they're gonna cover most of what all the secrets and all that stuff. The rebellion stuff it's pretty. All the basics are covered in the show, so I guess it's just really, if they were to make something like about Robert's Rebellion, it would be more about the kind of details about the fight, and it would be it'd be a war movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
exactly. So it's cool. Not it'd be cool, but it's pretty much
a whole series.
Yeah, it's all been kind of answered at this point. So I would actually, what I'd really like to see is something with I would like to see Aegon the Conqueror, basically, because that's the one where 3 grown dragons, you know,
man,
dude that knows what he's doing.
That's what I want. Just give me that. That's what I want. Please.
That was really that was like what 8,000, something like 8,000 years or 800 years before Robert's Rebellion and everything. Yeah. So dude, it was crazy.
I think that's what they're gonna do this series. Honestly, that's my best bet.
I'd be down for it because I think the Targaryens do have this interesting kind of Final Fantasy type of characteristics that I think we've seen it in Final Fantasy the time. Like it really could be picked up fairly well.
I get you.
Like these Final Fantasy Sephiroth looking type characters.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Dude, the nation's really quiet, man.
Yeah, I'm noticing that it's just early. It's
or they're not used to this format too.
It's 6 a.m. in LA right now, so it's like
oh yeah. Okay, so, I'm sorry.
Some people are not even awake right now.
They're not even awake.
But it's not even that. Like I only got I uploaded my video 20 minutes ago. It's only
I'm sorry, my bad.
No. But it's only got like 37 views, which is like
okay. Yeah, because what makes the show interesting is getting their feedback too, to see what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? So we can kind of have a group discussion.
True. That's why for us it's so difficult. We either have to do it really late at night.
Yeah.
I
or
generally
really early in the morning.
Yeah, and it is really hard for me to wake up in the morning. I know. It's hard enough for me to do Game of Thrones in the morning because I used to.
I hear you.
Back in the day, I used to do it a day later. Like I was like, nope, never will. I used to watch Game of Thrones at night, like a normal person, and but my reactions always came out like on Tuesday. Our America's wins.
It would be like 13 hours or 14 hours, something like that. I forgot what the difference was.
Right. My Monday, I would watch it Monday night. So I put it up on Tuesday, which was their Monday. And for them, that was like a little too late. So I stopped doing it that way.
Yeah. Dude, you got to, like, with your reaction.
And spoilers on top of that. Yeah.
Right.
It was way too hard for me to avoid like that.
Yeah, I just gave up, dude. Up. We talked about that earlier. I was just like, dude, no, I'm good. Fine. You win. I give up. What else you want from me, man? What else? So, but dude, look, we talked for like 30 minutes, man.
We got it. We did. We did.
But I think this has been a
good test. Yeah,
it's a good test. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that people watching enjoyed it too. And I would love to have you back more often and do more of this kind of stuff because it's kind of fun.
Not a problem.
It's something different.
We can actually. So I suppose we could probably tomorrow just use the trailer for tomorrow's episode as the background.
You see what's up. You see what's up.
But not even that. I think they usually upload the behind the scenes fairly after the show ends.
Yeah, they do. They usually put the behind the scenes and the 30-second trailer of the next episode in the background. So then it gets you get stuff like this and you can use that later. So, but it's 720p. But what are you gonna do? Right?
It looks good. No, it looks really good. So I don't know in the future if I can actually listen to them. do it.
Right. We'll work it out. So yeah.
Try to add like a red wig or something. Like
no, I'll draw
just a pop-in wig or something like that.
Oh, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
Or a TV box.
Yeah.
Or
yeah, if we had more people, like I would do like a straw poll and see how they would want you represented. They want the not Tim and Eric, the South Park way, or like you know what I mean, or like a jib jab with just a jaw moving, or like an actual drawn out character.
I think that would look kind of creepy though. That South Park, I know what you're talking about. That South Park Canadian
half the
stuff,
head is cut off.
It's too creepy for me. I like
too creepy. All right, well that's good to know because I don't want it.
Yeah.
You be creeped.
Well,
out
and like you said earlier, you want the art style to kind of match. So
right. So
I think you could even like try to crop a. You could even put a Game of Thrones shirt on there. I'm sure that's not so hard. Man. Yeah. I'm sure it's not that hard to like put a shirt on this naked body. Like
no.
Right now, I look like a me-bot or a me from Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so true. Holy crap!
I'm a white me.
That's hilarious. Oh man, no, dude. There's so much we can do now. There's so much we can do. It took. Cool. I know I was trying to set this up in the past, and it just took me forever to work all this computer bits out, but it seems like it's running and it's working smoothly now, and so now I can present, because look, I want more people to be involved in stuff that I do, but I'm like, dude, I can't have it all half-ass falling apart, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to waste people's time, so I want it to be something beneficial for them too. So but
all right,
yeah dude. I think this is a good test.
I can work it about 10. I think our episodes Japan time drops about 10:15. So then I'll be done with it 11:15 if I make sure. Then I do my little feedback, question of the video, all of that stuff. So I can probably be ready to do a recap right after that, about 11:45, and I'll just jump on right after that.
Yeah, dude, just take your time, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, dude, like honestly, there's not that many people watching anyway. So, so it's just like, hey.
Because what I would do is I would port it over somehow. I would port it over, just make some sort of announcement on my channel. Basically.
Gotcha.
And then they would come over. Like normally, I would just port it over like streaming style, but I got that copyright strike, so I can't.
Oh, gotcha. We gotta fix.
There will be another. There will be.
Definitely.
What's up, Space Waffles?
Yo, we got somebody. Space Waffles. I think Space Waffles was on one of our Zelda streams, or was
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, what's up? We're about to close it off, and then I tell you, man.
Just like
what I tell you, it's
because people are waking up now, and it's like, yep, that's the first thing they see.
I know, right? Everyone's like, y'all signing off right now? It's like, yeah. but we'll be back. This shit works, so I'm pretty stoked. I'm really excited for the future, and we can make fast, interesting content for people.
Basically,
look, they got all the J Pollers. We're gonna start our own crew, man. We'll get our own watch loops going.
The Tokyo expansion, basically.
I know, right? So that's all good. But yeah, Space Waffles, good to see you there in the chat. Are you serious?
I'm telling you. What's up, Gabe? What up, Gabe Changer? That's one of my guys, actually.
What's up? How you doing?
Red Nation.
Give him some air horn. You can't hear that, can you?
No, I didn't hear anything.
They probably hear it in the stream. I gave him some air horn. Yeah. And check this out. I can do this too. Boo. Subscribe, bitches. Oh yeah. Subscribe.
What's up, Grinlock? Yeah.
What's up?
Him too.
Cool. Yeah. Man, your people come through, man. That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool. I just saw the subscribe thing in the playback.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna hook us up, dude. We're gonna do a lot of cool stuff.
So, guys, here's the deal. Make sure you tune in on tomorrow about 13 hours from now. About 13 hours, a little bit more than that, maybe 13 hours.
Something like that.
What up, Jason? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm naked. Yes. So
he's naked. I'm gonna make him a character. Look, I've been working a lot. I apologize.
Thanks, Grimlock. Yeah.
Oh, you know what this means? I can do this now. Boom. One more comment, and then we can have people show up. Their comments show up in the chat. Now that's an incentive. So, but Yeah. So we're almost done.
Oh,
almost
so
done.
what I was saying, guys, is about 13 and a half hours from now. What we're gonna try first this review type of segment right after the show is finished. He and I are gonna watch it right around the same time, and then right after that I'm gonna do my usual reaction stuff, our commentary, and I will edit it later, but then I will jump on this kind of chat and we'll basically talk about Game of Thrones for maybe 40 minutes, like that. Just chat about
something like that. I mean, that's the plan. So yeah,
we wanted be back. So 13, basically be back tonight. If you're in America right now, Pacific Standard Time, basically be back tonight, and 13.5 hours from
something like that. Yeah, something like that.
13.5 hours, which would be, what time is that?
Jeez, 13. That'd be wait, holy shit, that's like 12 something our time.
Well, hold on. If it's 6 a.m., I think it's
or 11
it's something. 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. So basically 9 o'clock right now. Yeah, 9 p.m. in New York. So what is that?
Shit.
13 hours for
my brain don't work, man.
Let me see.
My brain don't work.
Here we go. 10, 11,
break
12,
out the speak and spell it a little
1,
bit.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah. We're trying to
about
do
that time. About that time. Hey Siri, make a note. People should tune in.
He's all up on that Siri right now. All up in that Siri. Oh,
hey Siri,
yeah.
Make a note about 10:30 p.m.
Girl, make them notes. Make them notes, girl. 10:30 p.m. baby. Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
What time does Game of Thrones actually start?
Well, like I think it starts like when I'm eating breakfast, so that's about like
10.
For
you, but yeah. What time does Game of Thrones come on?
Tokyo
Pacific,
time?
Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, yeah. Good question. What's up, chat? Y'all know?
I could have sworn that was a late night show, but because it seems like weird.
I think it might be 8 o'clock for them. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Really?
I don't know.
Game of Thrones. I'm gonna check HBO right now.
You're gonna check that. I'm gonna have to draw you a phone and a computer too.
HBO, yeah, right.
9 p.m. 9 p.m. I was off by an hour.
Oh, it comes on at 9 o'clock.
Yeah. That's what it looks. Yeah, that's what Gabe Changer says.
Then that's kind of weird. Then that's a little strange because our version, we get it around 10, unless. Yeah, okay, maybe there's just something trippy going on, but 9 o'clock, huh? Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about the coordination of that. Why did it come out to 13 hours from now? But okay.
Well, sometimes the game, you also have to account for sometimes there's daylight savings as well too. So yeah, because it messes me up. So like when I call my folks in Jamaica, like they don't have daylight savings, so it just gets all fucked up, dude. So
that's why I don't call my family at all.
Smart man. I'm surprised my dad didn't call and just kind of jam up the internet. He'll always Skype call me in the middle of a stream. Hey, what's up, Jan
really?
105? What's up? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, folks. Look, we're trying something new. I just wanted to do something a little bit creative. I figured, look, we got so many talented speakers and good people. Let's just try to do something kind of cool with it. You know what I'm saying? So build our own community and leave them haters in the dust. So all right, folks, dude. Akasan, I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. Dude.
I'm glad we could try this out. I'm looking forward to seeing how it works. Just put a shirt on me or something. Like,
dude, yeah, I guess I'm drawing a lot.
I don't know. I want to be like naked dude, just like, hey, so I just saw Game of Thrones. Oh man, I took all my clothes off.
I know, right? Like, yeah, totally got.
I'm the guest, man.
He's the. Yeah, okay. I apologize, man. I'm sorry, man.
Mosaic the guest
from the bottom of my heart. I apologize.
No, it's just kind of funny. That's all. Yeah, no shirt for Akasan. There you go.
I know.
Hashtag Akasan needs a shirt, right?
Hashtag Akasan needs a shirt. Yeah. So
I'm pretty sure you can easily draw a black shirt and then just go to HBO or whatever, some merchandise place and drop a Game of Thrones. Give me a Targaryen.
Oh, that'd be kind of dope. Yeah.
Red
It's
and black.
I want to draw your hands moving and stuff too, but I might say that for later.
Yeah, so. Just something basic.
Just something. And I want you.
Otherwise, they're gonna be like, "Who is this creepy?" Like,
I know, right?
You're never gonna catch me. That's kind of what I like.
Yeah. I really like that Game of Thrones. I like when the penis shows up in the ding-a-ling.
Yeah, right. Like that.
I really like when I see the human flesh burning from the dragon fire. Yes. Oh, and it's screaming in agony.
Yeah.
Dude, you're having way more fun with this than I am. That's awesome.
Oh, it's so much easier. It's so much easier when I can do like unscripted and like well, with my reactions, it's a certain format, and then so got to be like, well, my camera, where my positioning is, and all that. But when I'm just talking, it's all good. It's a lot easier. I'm not even wearing any clothes right now, so I'm very similar to actually the. I got one sock on right now.
You got one sock. Oh Lord.
Yeah, no, I was debating whether or not I was going to go to the gym. Like I told you earlier.
Dude, yeah, hit the gym, dude. I'm getting fat, dude. I have to hit the gym too. Wait, what gym are you going to?
Anytime Fitness, actually.
Anytime Fitness.
So I can go anytime. Well, my girl comes back. She's flying in. Like she'll be here around midnight. So I was kind of debating that, or clean the apartment, or I might edit. I have one unboxing I need to finish editing and upload that. We shall see, man. I don't know, the views have been fairly low this weekend, but maybe because people are too busy getting hit by cars and shit, like
dude, don't get me started. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll have to save that for like the politics show or something like that.
Gabe Changer wants to know what software.
All will be revealed at certain sub goals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. Look, it might be. Yeah, and then also for Patreon people too. Because look, dude, after spending over a year to get this thing running, I'm not just gonna be like, hey, here, have everything, all the hard work I've done.
Good point. There is one YouTuber that I think he did something similar to this, but people got so mad at him for doing.
Oh yeah.
Well, because he just, my opinion is it was way too different. Way too quick. Like he was really known for doing he was really and this was the big thing about YouTube, the way where I talked about this before about like people don't appreciate creativity or people being creative anymore. As a YouTuber, they don't really care about this anymore. They just want essentially in some form or fashion disposable content on the daily. And they don't care if it took you 8 months to do. If anything, they rather you just make a blog video roasting somebody, or actually now it's diss tracks. Yeah, so the diss tracks are very popular right now. Or getting roasting yourself was popular.
That was like half a year ago or something.
Yeah, like that. I was about to say about a little bit more than that, but yeah,
more.
So these are basically the trends are fidget spinners, things like that. So everybody wants you to do all the same, opposed to I got it. Wants you to do all the same or what everybody else is doing, and they don't really. When you start doing something different or individual, they're like, "What the hell is this?" Like that. The point I was going to say was this guy was very well known for his reaction and particularly DC reactions, and he decided to do the same sort of deal where instead of doing a reaction, he just gave a review of the show and it was animated, and like he just got and he got hammered with dislikes, and people were so mad because they were like,
that's what they bought into. And so
they just weren't expecting something like that, and they were coming for the reaction. So you got I think when it comes to creativity, it's fine to do it, but I think you really gotta ease into it, type of deal. So gradually, for me, like a lot of the popular videos I do are reactions, but I knew I couldn't do that forever. I couldn't do that format forever. Years, it just gets really boring to do that, to do the same thing all the time, and also to give the same sort of expectations oh my god, wow, like that for
right,
3 years or something like that.
Right.
You know, your opinions change, and you have people. You know, some people will say, yeah, some people will say I got more cynical, but I'm like, dude, the show got boring. Like the Flash season 1 is still the best season out there, season. But and I still try to tune in, but it gets really predictable, like where this is going, and you're just like, okay, whatever. That was it was good, but it's just not as great as I remember. But the point I was saying was you just got to ease into it.
You got to be like Apple. You got to be like Apple's really good about that. They kind of like make. Oh, by the way, I see you out there, girl. Wait, not girl. Oh Lord, I can't pronounce that. But no, you gotta be like Apple. See, what Apple does is they do small iterations of kind of easing people into it, right? So, with this channel, like the reason why, like, if you know me from my other channels, like this is completely different. And the reason why I split things up into 3 channels is that things are more kind of like, you know, it's spread out. So people might come from one thing, it might come from another. But if I just went, like, say for instance, I went, dude, this channel's like all hardcore, just straight up reactions. And then if I start doing art shit, you know, people would be like, what the fuck, right? So, excuse my French. So you have to like slowly ease people into it. And this is why I think like something like this is kind of easier for you to jump on, because like, look, this doesn't mess with your current content, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like if you start doing shit like this, then people are like, yo, Akasan, what the hell? What's going on here? You know what I mean? But it's easier for you to come here and just, like, you know, chew the fat with me and just chill, and then have the freedom of doing something that's a little bit out of the box, but you know, it's just a different avenue.
But it's still, but this is still all in the same as like it's still in a fashion. Like gradually, the last couple of years, I just switched it to a review type of factor, asking questions to the audience, getting the idea of the people more involved. I think that's one thing I can say without a shadow of a doubt, is that the Red Dreaded Nation, my audience, generally when they're watching my video, they click in, they come for the reaction, but they stay for the review. But not just that, they get in some heavy debates, especially with Game of Thrones, especially with the last episode. The latest episode is like there were some big anti-Dany fans in the chat.
Yeah, dude.
And some people were just like, no, I'm Team Lannister, whatever, or or people were just so mad at Dany, but other people were just like, what are you talking about? We've been waiting. So you mean to tell me we've been waiting 7 years for her to get over to this area? What the hell do you think she was gonna do? Like,
I know, right? She's gonna pass out flowers and like,
was she just gonna shake hands?
Right.
You know, like, no, this is exactly what we've been waiting for her to do, and she finally did it.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
But that's the one thing that I really like about my particular fan base, is the fact that we do have these arguments, we have these debates, and that's why I continue to do the reactions, but also include that review type format, because that encourages me as a creator to keep doing more. And in fact, that you just reminded me of something that I was going to put together that I might do either tonight or no, it's the
service.
No, it's because a few of my people mentioned how Dany was the fucking play of the game and shit. You know, you're from Overwatch. Overwatch. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I forgot. That's something that I've been doing recently for some of my Shingeki no Kyojin videos, and I was like, you know what? It's not going to be that hard for me to cut together one with Drogon coming in there. Play of the game.
Right. That's kind of a cool idea. I kind of like that. Nice.
I completely forgot about that when I was doing laundry. I was like, oh, tonight. And it doesn't take too long to cut it together.
Good. More content. No, dude. Like, that's one thing I really like the fact that you moved on to more doing kind of reviews as well. See you expand your because look, you got a good fan base, so and they're active and they're passionate about, you know, their ideas and thoughts and all that stuff. So it's really cool to see communities engage You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's you can't fake that. You know what I'm saying? You can't buy that.
Very true.
A lot of people did, especially on Source Feed Nerd. They tried to, sorry, I'm so salty, so salty. But
understand. But no, that's how it works. Yeah, but real recognizes real, and like some people, like those that do it generally for the money, unless they're really clever, and somebody wrote this a couple of weeks ago, and I never forgot about it, was the fact that some people like the reason YouTube is in the hole of where it is because there are people there that were abusing the system, and doing whatever clickbait, twerk, whatever type videos, whatever type videos that would garner a lot of views, but it would also drive the audience, the maturity level of the audience, really weird, or young, or whatever like that. And it changed things, but you came in, they got a bunch of money off of it, but it also destroyed YouTube in terms of making it more toxic to the point where advertisers back out like that. And it's not just this is one of many factors, but people, it changed a lot of stuff. It changed the way creators make content. On top of that, we already talked about that earlier. Now people are making content that is a little more disposable, and Gamer Theory talked about this, where we're all on this like crazy 24-hour cycle now of like, I just got to put something out because the front page, your people come on every day expecting something new, something different, and it's very hard
because it's replaced TV. And then unless you're like a major news organization, it's hard to make daily content or multiple times, multiple content per day, unless you got this huge team. And then it kind of loses the spirit of what YouTube was. No, dude, I totally feel you. Like, for me, because like I'm a producer and filmmaker. And so for me, like, I produce high quality stuff all the time, and that's what I want to do. But it's impossible almost for me to do that kind of a turnaround. So that's why I had to basically invent a system like this, you know what I mean? And patch it all together to make something that's a little bit different, but that I find
I think I mean, I think, you know, in time, what's probably, in my opinion, what's probably going to end up happening is there's going to be something similar to, there actually already is, but people haven't jumped on it yet because not enough of the audience has jumped on it. But there's going to be something like Patreon, where you are rewarded as a creator for putting together videos and such, and the creative makers and the creative talents are going to move over there, and YouTube is going to continue. My opinion is YouTube will continue to be the disposable videos, and people will kind of use that as an advertising platform, like, because it still will have the numbers, but the creators will basically put their creative content elsewhere on some other platform where they get rewarded right now. And we're already seeing that right now with like a lot of streamers have moved on to Twitch, and they pop up every once in a while on YouTube nowadays, or you do riff.tv. A lot of reactors have moved over there, and it's actually easier. And then there's Twitch, and then of course there's Patreon, where you can make more money off of. Like, I make technically
more money off of Patreon, huh?
I wouldn't say that. No, I'm not at that point yet, but it's very realistic to say, with the way this path is going right now, the way YouTube is continually hurting right now, where it looks like it's been a free trial of YouTube Red for the last 3 months now.
Well, I think it gets better because they tied it with YouTube Music. I think that's where
what I'm saying is the ad-free part. Yeah, ad-free part.
Right.
The fact that it's ad-free right now, and not by choice, and the fact that Patreon keeps on helping out, and people are still willing to chip in. I mean, I think that's where all the benefit is at this moment.
That's interesting. I like the idea. I never thought about the idea. It's like a higher end premium content paid service kind of thing. That's interesting.
Well, it's sooner or later, like right now, the biggest thing that's keeping YouTube together is the fact it still has an audience. That's the main thing.
That's the thing. I don't think that YouTube's too big now. It's too big to fail, honestly speaking. You know what I mean? because like I know people want to move to like VidMe and stuff like that, but the advertising dollars, what's gonna happen, I think, with that is that usually the people that weren't happy with the things that are going to YouTube, they'll move on to something like a VidMe or something like that.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the ad dollars won't follow because there's not going to be enough high quality content makers that will make
But you can't.
move.
But I mean, you can't like. Yeah, I know what you're
No.
saying, but the ad dollars, there aren't any right now. It's like little to none right now.
No, I get you.
On my side,
It depends on the content too.
Right. This is true, but like, and yeah, what your ratio is and such, but like, there's like almost like, I wouldn't say it's pointless because it's not pointless. I still enjoy doing it, but it's not like a real job pays well. If you break down the time and all the work you put into a video and such. And that's the big difference. We talked about this off camera, is the fact that, it takes about 2 hours for me to cut
Which
together.
is amazing, by the way. That takes you, oh God, it takes me like half a day. But
yeah. Well, I mean, look at the difference of what we're doing as well.
Oh, great.
I have a particular
quick shout out to Edwin. We see you out there, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, what's up, Edwin?
I'm sorry, man. I didn't call you out. Sorry, Edwin. All right, we're good. All right, keep going.
But no. But that's all I'm saying is like, that being said, if like there was a time last year when I was like, hell yeah, when Game of Thrones starts up, when season 7 drops, I'll probably start taking Mondays off so I can just completely focus on getting my video out there right away and doing all that. But then when these first couple of episodes started and I started seeing the actual financial numbers, the end result, I'm like, oh my God, I would lose money. But a year ago, that was not the case.
Totally
Actually.
Yeah.
Completely different. Yeah.
I'm honestly, in a weird way, I have to say, I'm kind of glad that the ad apocalypse happened. Not to see people lose money, not at all. But it's going to force us now to diversify our revenue streams and not be solely dependent on ad revenue. While that's easy to say too, because ad revenue is a lot easier, but and actually working out different ways of monetization is super hard and it takes more time, but it doesn't, in a weird way, it kind of frees us. YouTube can choose to do whatever the hell they want to screw us over in a way. Well, it's actually the algorithm. YouTube itself isn't doing it, but it's basically the algorithm is AI. They have the reason why they don't know what's going on half the time is because they don't know themselves. You know what I mean? Because basically they run 2,000 tests. 2,000 small tests. That's why sometimes, you might be doing good on it, and then all of a sudden everything drops for no reason. And you have no reason why. So like they're running all these tests. So basically I'd say the YouTube algorithm is basically an AI. You know what I mean? So look, they can they can play with it all they want. You know what I mean? If we have good business models in place, as far as like, say like we were doing like weekly shirts, we're doing Patreon, we're doing all these different ways of doing our own ad spots. They can do whatever the hell they want, because look, you only need
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause look, dude, you got like 100,000 subscribers, right, dude? Man, look, you can monetize that in so many different ways. You know what I mean? Cause you have core fans, you know what I mean? That would be happy to put up a little bit of some money for getting something in return, and you make money off of that. You know what I mean? Right. So,
well, what eventually happened that, because that's what I was saying before, the whole Patreon thing and what have you not, when people have found other benefits on Twitch. So people eventually they give up YouTube. They left YouTube and now they just do Twitch full time. Would I do that? Probably not, because I can't really do live gaming all day when I have a regular full-time job.
Live gaming is a grind, dude. I would. Yeah. I just do it just for picking, for fun now, especially on this channel, because this is the gaming channel, quote unquote, gaming geek stuff. But yeah, dude, that's a grind, dude.
But like I said, there is going to be the format will change. If this continues, that people's input, their output onto YouTube, or what am I trying to say? If the format continues this way, then people's output is going to continue to change, because nobody's going to keep on putting out videos for free, at the same rate on a daily as we used to. Like, it just doesn't make sense to invest time where, for example, I could do something that would be a Patreon exclusive, or I could stream or something like that. I'd rather stream a video game on Twitch and make more money out of that than edit a video that would get nothing, basically. This isn't my space. I'm not here for top five friends or whatever like that. And like I was saying earlier, or you were saying earlier, like YouTube, you say YouTube is too big to fail, but I think
nothing's really
because
too big
it's
to fail,
big,
you know what I'm saying?
right? Because it's so big, it can actually implode on itself. And the way I look at it is just the same way Vine. Nobody thought Vine was going to die. But
actually, I did.
Oh, okay, all right.
But that's just me.
But yeah, Vine was so big, and then
I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did. To tell the truth,
I never saw the appeal of it until I saw big Vine people start doing, and I was like, okay, I can kind of see why people like it. But I was like, dude, this is playing to this ADHD crowd, and this is going to be a problem in the future, because people are going to want like these short
clips, and
and it works well for really creative people, but it was kind of weird for me too. But the point I was saying was the fact that people moved on. People went from Vine, they went to Snapchat or something like that.
Right.
MySpace.
Snapchat's going to be gone too. But quick shout out to Mr. Cancer. We see you out there in the chat before you leave. Thank you. MySpace. People thought MySpace was going to be around forever, but then Facebook offered something different. Because they monetized that shit correctly, and then they got the market share. So I think the reason why, like the thing with Minecraft messed up. They had everything in place. They could have made it too big to fail, to tell the truth. So some of the things that MySpace, Minecraft, oh god, some of the things that they did wrong was, it's hard to say this in Switch at the same time.
That's okay.
No, they had a large market share, and when they could have expanded bigger, they didn't. You know what I mean? And they kept it, I'd say, not in the gutter, but they focus mainly on music and things like that, right? Where Facebook, which was more about it was originally for like college people connecting, to tell the truth.
I mean, the whole thing I liked about Facebook was the whole pages originally. It's kind of fun. Oh, I want to join page like this. Like I remember,
right.
It was like something like the page was like when you see a girl and she eye fucks you, and it was a picture of Angelina Jolie, and I was like, it's kind of fun. So and I started joining these. I'm like, oh, and it's really clean. It's not overly complicated. I don't have to customize everything. This is nice, and I just moved over to Facebook after that.
I hear you.
It depends.
Gabe,
sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it. Yeah, I see Game Changer wrote a.
Right, I was just gonna switch over to what he was saying.
Yeah, sorry, I meant to get that, but I was juggling too much. I'm sorry, Game Changer.
Yeah, what Game Changer was saying is, but isn't the problem that YouTube has not set a clear standard what causes demonetization and what is safe of reference and a source of reference and what exact words? Isn't it often a coin flip now? That is true, but here's
both.
Right, but here's what's going on, and see that's the other thing. That's the other thing that the it's not transparent to the viewers as well, but it is to the creators. But we know the back end, some of the back end of what's going on, but for us to sit up and complain about it makes us look like we're being greedy and shit. Yeah. And
we're not.
Right. It puts us in a really difficult position because we're like, hey, ads aren't on here or whatever like that. And
like, what's going on?
Right. But then people are like, well, you can you should be doing it for free anyways or whatever.
Like, look, dude, like, yeah, that's the thing that makes me the most angry, I guess. Is like people are like, oh, well, you should just do it for the love of it. It's like, no, half of it is love. Of course, you wouldn't do it for love, but look, at the same time, you gotta eat, dude. You gotta eat. I don't bust in the grocery stores like give me all them fruits, man, because or give me all the clothes off these racks just because you're just making clothes for me to be happy. You know what I'm saying?
But what's going on is the video being at this point, at least for me, none of my videos are being. That's not a problem. None of my videos are being demonetized, but what's happening is that there just aren't any ads on there. Like,
I feel
that's what's going on. They're not like it,
or
it's
not high like paid ads. Dude, hold on. I'm gonna cut this dude off.
Yeah,
this dude just talking garbage now. Hold up. Hey, can you write something in the chat? Can you write something in the chat real quick? I want to make you a mod right quick so you can cut fools too. I'll take them off the thing.
That was my
Oh, that's hilarious.
That was my I don't know actually how you spell it. Dracaris. Yeah,
that's good.
That's what you need. You need a sound effect for tomorrow. Put that in.
Dracaris.
We say Dracaris and we just nuke somebody off the
instead of a horn, you use that instead.
All right, La Frenchy dude, this is your last one. Oh, did
La Traction Venti Disor. What?
I accidentally banned you. This is the wrong one. Sorry. I meant to hit
timeout.
Not timeout, but the make a mod.
Who, me?
Okay. Yeah. So like if you see stuff going on, you can just nip it in the bud too.
Was it really the Wall Street Journal that article that messed things up? That was one of many things.
That was one of many things.
That was a tipping point.
Yeah. It was like a perfect storm kind of thing. Like it was welling up, and then that just set that shit over the thing. So I think it was bound to happen sooner or later. But
it was like the whole reactor apocalypse situation. Like I was building for a while, even before certain players got mixed into the game. People are like, oh, this is fun, but it's kind of, aren't you guys basically stealing content? And it was such a gray matter, but it was this boiling point. Like people were before it got out of control, people were being legitimately just concerned. They were just like, is this okay to do?
I don't know the whole deal like about that.
Well, just because
I'm still confused.
Well, in the beginning it was fine because it was just TV shows. It was like it was fans, and we were doing fans. How it all began is like, or not how it all began, but it was just fans taking movie properties and not doing the whole movie, just showing a clip of it or whatever like that, a TV show, or they were reacting to movie trailers, and studios were like, fuck yeah, keep doing it. Like we want to see that. Like
they're getting the free with publicity and stuff.
Surveys. You know how they used to do surveys back in the day. And so it wasn't a big issue because the studios were down with it. HBO was down with it. HBO actually emailed me and they're like, dude, we love your reactions, but
I see their legend. Sorry.
What?
Someone just subscribed.
Oh, okay, nice. So just they were like, yeah, just keep it under 10 minutes and
we're good
like that. AMC, same deal with Walking Dead.
Wait, so has that changed? Is that changed? Because I know it like
it's still okay. But the problem was the bigger issue was what was happening is that other more interested reactors or people saw what was going on and started reacting to anything and everything, and that became a big issue.
It gave it a bad rap. Gotcha.
For a good amount of people because it was such a thing at the time, people didn't really understand. And it goes back to what we were talking about is like, if I sit here, I spend 2 hours on a video, but actual like OG YouTubers, like you're saying, they spend days on the stuff and
weeks sometimes.
And then when they see somebody snatch the whole video and add a little bit to it, they get really upset about that, and that created like that was the boiling point that created like all reaction channels are shit and thieves and what have you not. So
wait, did the Fine Brothers have like, was that a big deal about it too? Do you think was that a tipping point? That kind of or was that
no, because that was the Fine Brothers were always around, but what's happened? They were clipping it. They were taking life issues or whatever. They were never.
Oh no, not that. I mean, like when they had the whole React.
That React world's a different.
And then that kind of. Yeah. Okay.
But before that, the Fine Brothers were just taking daily life or music and they were editing it, cutting it down, and turning it into a show, what have you not. So that was never back then. What was the really big tipping point was the fact that people decided to started snatching other YouTubers videos without asking them.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it's a difficult situation with that particular thing now. But like all things in the piracy and what have you not are in gray matter, digital millennium material. This gray market it starts to kind of smooth out, and some people see the benefit. Some YouTubers see the benefit to reactors reacting to their products.
Right. I totally understand. I see a benefit. So, for example, a perfect example is like Cartoon Hooligans, right? They do their Marvel mashups and things like that, and they'll do like a movie, like a short like fight scene, right? And then all the reactors will react to it, and that blows that shit like through the roof because everyone's like, oh, they get hip to what they do. And dude, they got like almost like 2 million subscribers now.
Yeah,
and
but you can also argue would they have gotten there without it, type of deal.
I think they would, but it just throws gas on it. It throws gas on it.
That's the particular argument is we don't know what would have been. Aldo Jones is actually he's somebody that actually I talk with all the time, and he actually supports people reacting to his stuff, and very liked for that. And I think he does very well, but at the same time, financially now, like the amount of work he puts out is very difficult for him to make any money, especially when he's only focusing on ad revenue. He does Patreon as well to help him, but it takes so long to put out a video that he can't be doing it full time.
Right.
It really depends. It really depends.
I'm kind of worried that with all these subscription things that are going on right now, that people won't have time for Patreon and things like that. Oh, what's up? Awesome Game says he subbed. Oh, you get some air horn, baby. Air horn. See you. No. I think the problem. My big fear about having everyone moving to subscription kind of things is that there's going to be like a fatigue, like a burnout. A burnout, right? That everyone's going to have all these subscriptions
every goddamn day. That's what I'm dealing with.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think I have a little bit of a abundance mentality. Because look, if you're making $100,000 a year, right? That means you got to make what, like it's like $8,000 a week, right? And even or like how many products you would have to sell, or like shirts or whatever. It's doable. You can make a good living if you have like a good fan base. You know what I mean? If they bought like a shirt a year, you know what I mean? Then you're doing fine, So it's just it's weird. It's weird. I'm just really curious to see how things.
It's tricky, but you need to have that initial fan base to begin with.
Right. See, that's my problem, dude. I don't got that original fan base. I'm saying we're working on. We're working on that.
You need that initial fan.
Because I want to make cool stuff too. So, but dude, look, I don't want to take all your time, dude. We've had a good talk. This is what I'm talking about. I'm over the moon, man. This is good. Because like, dude, we talked about like Game of Thrones. We talked about life stuff, YouTube, business.
In the words of Captain America, what, are you getting tired? I can do this all day.
I know. The funny thing is I can do this all day, but my lady friend next to me, I don't know if she can take my ass yelling at the screen for you know what I'm saying?
And I understand the desires of a Japanese woman next to you all night.
Oh.
That's Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Konbanwa. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. No, but seriously, this has been I would say a success from me just thinking about what we were able to achieve here. So
yeah, man, we're gonna make it happen tomorrow. It'll be cool.
Cool. Oh man,
put some clothes on me, and
I'm gonna try to put some clothes on you real fast. So cool, man.
Cool.
Listen, I don't want to talk you out too, but lad, dude, yeah. Ah, thanks you, Gabe Changer. Girl, yeah, it'd be awesome. Look, everyone's like talking now. What? How come? Oh, yep. So this guy, let's see. I'll grab your butt cheeks and pull out my willy. Oh, you know what, sir? That's good time because you know what that means. some Drakars going up on this bitch. Goodbye. So we don't have to worry about you ever again. So, see, I love banning people. It's honestly, it's what I look for.
But why would you ban him? Like,
I don't care.
Time out, baby.
I don't play them games. People know.
Okay.
People know. They know I don't play them games. So, gone, baby.
That's funny. See, I would have timed out. That's because
you're a better man than me.
Well, because for me, some people just like saying that they're just like kind of funny about it. They don't really mean it, but they just want to be like, what? Like, I'm like, it makes me laugh actually.
No, it makes me laugh too, but there are consequences. You know, they don't run into people like me all the time, but they'll learn. They'll learn. So it's so funny. Then I get the messages. Hey man, hey, can you unban me, please? I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm like, maybe.
So timeout. See,
timeout. I don't know.
I would have done timeout.
See, look, everyone knows what's up. Everyone knows up.
No fucks given. No fucks given, baby.
No fucks given. So, sorry. I get savage sometimes. My bad. But yeah, Akasan, dude, I can't thank you enough. I know we talked about collabing more.
So, guys, remember about now it's probably going to be 13 hours from. I'll put a reminder up on my channel so you guys can jump on over and
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, folks, this was fun. So, all right, let's bounce out. All right. So, hey, you guys, be good. You know, oh shit, I had the wrong screen up. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. That's going out with class, right? So anyway, so yeah, folks, listen.
I'm naked.
He's naked. I like banning people. You guys take it easy. Love your faces and whatnot. All right.
Bye, bitches.